Cleveland Browns aren't done making moves. They also traded for quarterback Tyrod Taylor for, I believe, a third round pick. Correct me if I'm wrong. A third round pick, though. So Tyrod Taylor is now going from the Buffalo Bills over to the Cleveland Browns, and apparently the Browns are playing Madden now. Like I said, they have just been making an insane amount of moves. It's really weird. It's really weird in my opinion, but they've been making an insane amount of moves. Kudos to the Browns, I guess. Because, like, they are literally just not holding any punches. They're literally trading. John Dorsey's lost his mind. I want you to keep that in mind. And keep in mind, with all of these trades, the Browns still have the first pick. They still have the fourth pick, which you can trade down with. That's phenomenal. And all these moves give you so much flexibility in the draft. Because now you don't necessarily have to take a quarterback with number 1. Or number 4 even, if you don't want to. You know, Tyrod Taylor's still relatively young. I think he's in his late 20s. So that's not too bad for a quarterback. If you don't feel comfortable with any of these quarterbacks, you know, you can take Saquon Barkley with pick number 1 and like a Minkah Fitzpatrick with pick number 4. Or if Derwin James is there, maybe you take Derwin James. Or if you trade down to somebody who wants one of those players, cough, cough, Bucks, please. But it's really, really interesting. The Browns are making actually good moves. This is weird. I'm not used to this. I don't think anybody's used to this. But Tyrod Taylor, I feel, was a very underrated quarterback for the Buffalo Bills. He was pretty darn good, in my opinion. Their Bills just never trusted him, which is stupid. He technically got them to the playoffs, so but whatever. You don't trust him. You don't deserve Tyrod Taylor, Bills. I'm sorry. You don't. But who knows? The Bills will probably be a likely candidate to get a quarterback now in this current draft or in free agency. They may bring in a guy like Sam Bradford or a Case Keenum or an A.J. McCarron, something like that. The Bills are in the quarterback market now because, trust me, they're not rolling with Nathan Peterman, nor should they, because, oh my gosh, I watched one game with Nathan Peterman where he threw, I think, like 5 interceptions in like 3 quarters of play or something, and it was one of the saddest but also one of the funniest games I've ever watched. I remember I was with my friend my friend Danny, and we were laughing so much because we were like, oh my gosh, he's so bad, like he's terrible. So you need a quarterback. That's the point. You need a quarterback if you're the Buffalo Bills. And for Cleveland, you get a bridge quarterback who's not even that bad under any circumstances. I don't think he'll necessarily light up the league, but he's still a very solid starting quarterback. I don't think, I mean, obviously you could have better options, but you could certainly have a lot worse options. Cough, cough, DeShone Kizer, who actually, in a recent move, they also traded DeShone Kizer. Essentially, they traded DeShone Kizer for Demetrius Randall for the Green Bay Packers. So I'm just going to throw that trade in here because I feel like it's not that big a deal. But interesting move. You get a cornerback, you get rid of DeShone Kizer, who they didn't really have faith in anymore anyway. It seemed like the old regime didn't even have faith in him, and now this new regime really didn't have faith in him. So Cleveland's got their starting quarterback. They've got a starting cornerback. And they've got a very good wide receiver core. Honestly, Tyrod Taylor is pretty much like the last piece to this offense. You know, all you need to do now is, yes, you're probably gonna let Isaiah Crowell hit free agency, and yes, you might trade away Duke Johnson, or maybe you make Duke Johnson your full-time starter. But let's say you get rid of Duke Johnson. Saquon Barkley, man. Saquon Barkley behind that offensive line, that'd be disgusting. With that wide receiver core and Tyrod Taylor. Oh my goodness, guys. That's insane. That's insane, flat out, you know? Personally, I'd like to see Duke Johnson probably get that chance. I like Duke Johnson a lot. I think he would be fine. But, you know, Saquon Barkley, man. Browns have the number 1 overall pick. They don't necessarily need to take a quarterback number 1 right now. Oh my gosh, what if they got like Baker Mayfield and Saquon Barkley? I'd be dead. I'd be so happy. The Browns have so much flexibility now, it hurts, you know, and you can't help but applaud the moves that they're making. But let me know what you think about this trade down in the comment section below, guys. What do you think about Tyrod Taylor joining the Cleveland Browns? What do you think about all the moves that the Browns have been making? Let me know down in the comment section below. And if you're a Cleveland Browns fan and you're new, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and like the video. I'm always going to be making, I'm going to be trying to make more NFL content, and Bucs fans, don't worry, I'm still going to be making Buccaneers videos on the regular as more news and stuff comes out, you know. Yeah, hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and as always, I'll see you in the next one, but until then, goodbye for now, guys. See ya.